Hello, this is Alex with Grow How. What I'm looking at is fire blight. Now, this is always a difficult one. I'll pan out slowly here. Right up there, you're going to see just a touch of red leaves up there. And you see that dead stick? That earlier had brown leaves on it, so I do believe that one's fire blight. Now, this is going to be a tricky tree because I've got that funky stuff happening, which I believe is not fire blight. I don't know if I'll be able to get a photo of this one, but there's a bunch of black tipped leaves up there. There's a chance that is fire blight. I wish I could get a better view of it. I believe it's not. I think that's another environmental or disease issue. Not 100% certain. Now, I said in an earlier video, and I believe this, there's some fire blight, that it's better to take out more when it comes to fire blight. But I'm gonna say, if I'm not reasonably sure I've got fire blight, for instance, right there, not likely fire blight. Again, right there, I don't believe it's fire blight. I could be wrong. So I may be having to come in and save a lot in this tree come next year. But right now, I'm gonna go with where I had initially issues. It's right up there where those, I can't see them from this angle, where those pink leaves are. That small cluster of dead leaves, and that larger cluster. Now, when you're pruning for fire blight, again, there's been variation over the years between a foot, 12 inches to 18 inches cut off. I prefer 18 inches. Fire blight is supposedly not contagious this time of year. I don't care. If I'm dealing with fire blight, disinfectant spray is going to kill my germs. You can use the formulations for bleach. I generally don't do that because trying to get a 5-gallon bucket and be able to dip my saw in there and reliably get it completely covered is really actually very difficult. So I saturate it with the spray, and it just works better that way, and this is perfectly good for that. I do use the Great Value. The scent that they use for Lysol has gotten continually worse from year to year to year. This stuff never smells good, but if you make it smell even worse in an effort to make it smell good, you've probably done something wrong. Let's see, you might be able to see that. And yeah, you see I've got some dead tips there. Just because the season when they would have started and the point where it's starting to deteriorate is on the actual leaf. See if I can get that back again. I believe that's not fire blight. Now, somebody who is more expert than I am, and there are a few people out there who definitely are, may come in and correct me on that. Certainly, I will get corrected next year if I'm wrong, because this tree will suffer from it. If those are fire blight, I'm in trouble because I can't take out enough of this tree to get rid of it. But I'm going to be keeping a good close eye on these pears. I have not seen any signs of fire blight in the apples. I've got a neighbor on this property, and he lives up, you can't see his house. He lives north of here. He's got ornamental pears, and they are in absolute great shape. There's no fire blight on them. They should have been the first to go in the neighborhood. Folks, nature is fickle. Treat her well, and she'll still be fickle, but treat her well. So we're gonna go ahead. I kind of wish I could take a video of this, but I'm gonna be moving too much for a static camera. So we're gonna go again. We're gonna look at what's damaged. Gonna make sure I'm at least 18 inches down, which means I could go right there. That would be about 12 inches or less. Right there. Yeah, it's at least 12. I'm going to go down to right there, I think, because I want to make sure this is good and done. I don't want to revisit this branch. Fire blight's hard, folks. It is hard, and especially on pears, quinces. Mountain ash is also very susceptible to this. Mountain ash is not as popular as the pears are. Quinces, well, you see very few of those in Utah. So I'll catch you later on this. Please hit the subscribe button. Please also hit the notification bell if you want to be able to see every video that comes up and get notification. Hey, there's a great gardening video you want to watch. Hit the notification bell, and I'll look forward to you on our next video. Manana.